Hello friends, welcome to our channel. In the last video, we discussed the band pass and the baseband transmission. Now we will discuss PCM, that is pulse code modulation. First thing is notice to the pulse code modulation that the word modulation is not we are doing the modulation in the PCM. We simply transmit our signal from one place to another place by converting the analog signal into the digital one, and then we transmit it, and at the receiver end we again change our digital signal into the analog signal. So this is a process in which we transmit our signal from one place to another. So let's get going. First we will discuss the benefit of the digital transmission. When we transmit digital signal over the analog signal, so what are the benefit of transmitting the digital signal? The most and the first important features is that noise interference is less. When we transmit our analog signal over the channel, then there are the every possibility of mingle it with the noise, and we know that to eliminate the noise from the signal is very difficult. When we transmit our signal by changing it into the digital form, it is less affected by the noise. And the second one is the high processing capability, and the third one, it is easy to encrypt it. The word encrypted is related to the word security, and we know that in the digital mode we can easily secure our information. Next one is cheaper, as we know that the digital equipment are cheaper as compared to the analog one, and we know that we can easily store our digital data into the form of the bit, so it is easily to store. We see the working of the PCM, then it will come under the three basic blocks. First one is transmitter, second one is the regenerative repeater, and the third one is the receiver. We transmit our analog signal by the transmitter, regenerative repeaters send it through the channel, and the receiver, it receive the signal and we get back our message signal. Now we will discuss the each basic block diagram in the detail. As we discussed, by the transmitter we change our analog signal into the digital one. So we pass our analog signal into three stage one by one, and then we got our digital signal. So first one is the sampler, then quantizer, and then encoder. We will discuss each block in a very detailed manner. First one is the sampler. We discuss sampling in a very detailed manner. What is sampling? Why we are performing the sampling? Its type as instantaneous sampling, natural sampling, and the flat top sampling. If you are directly watching my this video, so please watch the previous video on the topic sampling for the better understanding of the concept. First thing is that we are applying the analog signal, and when we apply two analog signal back to back, then at the high frequency there is a chances of mingled of it. So at high frequency there is a chances of the interference because of the back to back signal. So what we do to avoid this problem? To avoid this problem, before the sampler we provide a low pass filter. When we pass our signal through a low pass filter, it eliminates the high frequency at which our gain is low, and it remain low frequency term as it is at which our gain is high. So in this way we store, or we can say that we are restoring our message signal as it is, in which our maximum signal strength is as it is. How basically we are doing the sampling, I am giving the overview. Let's suppose this is our message signal and we have one switch. We can turn off and turn on the switch according to our requirement. Let's suppose we turn on the switch for the very short duration of time. When we turn on the switch, message signal passes, and when we turn off the switch, message signal do not pass. So when we switch on, the message signal passes for the very short duration of time, and in this way we restore our message signal. And when we do not turn on the switch, message signal does not pass. So let's suppose this rectangular pulse is the duration for which we turn on the switch. So we get our message signal only where we turn on the switch, or we can say where the rectangular impulse train is present, and where our switch is turned off, we do not get our message signal. So in this way we are doing the sampling. What we basically done, we have an analog signal and we change it into the digital one, in which sample of the message signal is stored for a very short duration of time and for a regular interval. Now let's suppose this is our sampled signal, and as we know in the block diagram, after the sampler there is a quantizer. Now we will see what is the function of the quantizer. Quantizer is related to the amplitude part of the sampled signal. What basically quantizer performing? Quantizer is giving the one quantized value to the randomly varied amplitude signal of the sampled signal. As in this diagram we can say our amplitude is 0.8, then 1.2, then 1.3. So amplitude is very near about the value 1. So quantizer give it as 1 value. And then 2.4, 2.8. So it gives again it as a 2. For 3.2 it gives 3, and for 4.1 it gives a voltage 4. Not giving a particular decimal value, it can give any real value. So for particular one range of value it give one value. We will discuss quantizer, its process, and what are the types of the quantizer in detail in the upcoming video. Here I am giving the overview how basically it will perform. After the quantizer, we passed quantized signal through the encoder. Encoder gives the binary value to this quantized value. Let's suppose to 1 we give 0 0, to 2 we assign 0 1, to 3 we assign 1 0, and to 4 we give 1 1. One thing is to notice that it is not decimal to binary conversion. It will simply assigning the value to the quantized value. Let's suppose for the 1 we give 1 1, for 2 we give 1 0, to 3 we give 0 1, and the 4 we give 0 0. It's simply assigning the binary sequence to the quantized value. After the encoder, we transmit the signal with the help of regenerative repeaters in the channel. Regenerative repeaters, we assume this as the amplifier. And when we pass the signal through the channel in the journey, there is a possibility of decreasing the gain. So it will boost up the signal gain. And between the channel, we use the so many regenerative repeaters. So by comparing the signal, we can reduce noise. Let's suppose we passes the signal 3 to 4 times. So when a regenerative repeater get a signal 3 to 4 times, it compare the signal with the previous one, that the upcoming one is same as the previous one or not. If there is some change, it compare it and it will amplify the noise. So in this way we can also reduce the noise from the message signal. Regenerative repeater passes the signal to the receiver. Receiver is the combination of the decoder and the low pass filter. As the receiver got the digital signal, so when the digital signal passes to the decoder, decoder is just opposite of the encoder. And how we performing the encoding, the one copy is also give to the decoder. Means as to 1 we assign 0 0, to 2 we assign 0 1, 3 to as we assign is as a 1 0, and the 4 we assign 1 1. So this copy is give to the decoder that 0 0 is 1 and the 0 1 is 2. So when a encoded signal is passed to the decoder, it just perform opposite of the encoder, and we got our signal as we got after the quantizer, because decoder is reassigning the value to the decimal 1. Then after the decoder, we pass this signal through the low pass filter. At the receiver side there is a quantizer, but the opposite of the quantizer is not possible, because quantizer assigns 0.8 and to 1.2 also as 1. So we do not know which one is correspond to 0.8 and which one is correspond to 1.2. So the opposite of the quantizer is not possible. So we pass the decoded signal through the low pass filter. Low pass filter is a combination of one resistance and with one capacitor. So the capacitor charge according to this is sample value, and we take the output parallel to this capacitor voltage. So in last, as we recorded the sample instant, we joint all the sample instant and we recover back our message signal. So as there is some error in the message signal amplitude, but we save our message signal to be distorted by the channel noise, because in the channel we use the regenerative repeater that is not affected by the channel noise. Because if once a signal is distorted by the channel noise, it is very difficult to eliminate that from the noise.